Jen Stark is a modern artist working today. Her work is very bright and vibrant. She often uses repeating patterns. Be sure to check out some of the examples on Schoology. So for today, what we're going to start out with is a little technique practice. You are welcome to use any supplies you have at home. I wanted to try to incorporate these highlighter pens as well as some other, basic magic markers, Sharpies, pencils, colored pencils, ink pens, just trying to layer these and get some interesting sort of special effects. When you use these highlighter pens, it appears as if the images are glowing from beneath. So what I did for myself was made this little practice technique sheet, and you can see I have highlighter pens up top, and I have my regular, like Crayola markers or something down here. And I started to layer some designs over top, just being inspired by Jen Stark's work, which is always playful and happy. You can see I've repeated some swirlies here. I've just did sort of like a crazy random line with a Sharpie. If you don't have highlighter pens, basically any type of marker will work. These are all just regular markers, as I said. Here's some pencil work. Just having a lot of fun, seeing how the color combinations look together. So after you've got that done, keep that handy because you might want to reference that for your final work of art. So the next thing is to decide, what is your design going to be? For this project, I wanted to do a backpack, but I wanted to do it sort of in Jen Stark style. So I looked up a photograph of a backpack, I sketched it out pretty quickly, and I put a question mark on the front. And then I added her trademark sort of drippy designs, knowing that I was going to really fill that in with bright, bold, vibrant colors. Feel free to, again, reference that practice sheet you have for yourself. So finally, here is my final piece. So as you'll notice, I do have some of those patterns that appear in my practice sheet. Like when I got stumped and I wasn't quite sure how to finish it, I would come over here and look at it and think about, how colors look with each other. You can see I really tried to alternate and use lots of bright, vibrant colors. I love this one, so in the end, I placed those little flowers in the swirly design. For the backpack itself, I really love this area. That is a blue highlighter pen, and I turned my color pencil on its side, and I was trying to do some shading from dark to light. So sometimes when you want to do that, to hold your pencil a different way, play around, see what feels comfortable for you. And I'm applying a lot of pressure, and I'm getting lighter and lighter and lighter. As you can see, I'm almost finished with my backpack. I did try to do a little shading in this area. You can see it's a little bit darker, and I tried to accentuate each section of my backpack in that same manner. I look forward to seeing your Jen Stark inspired works of art.